Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Zafar and this video is part of a series I'm making on JavaScript. And in this video we're going to talk about JavaScript objects. Okay, so if you remember a couple of videos ago, we talked about data types and we talked about numbers, we talked about strings, we talked about arrays. So an object in JavaScript is another data type. So, and it's pretty much by far the most common or the most used data type in JavaScript. And that's because, first of all, they're very useful, and second of all, they're relatively simple to use. So let's see how we use objects. First of all, actually, before we see how we use objects, let's talk about what objects are. So to put it simply, an object just provides us a way to group, right? To group related data, right? You can think of it as kind of a wrapper around related data. So for example, if I want to group some information about a car or to keep track of some information about a car, right? The make and model and the color and the year, all that is related to one specific car. So let's see how we do that. So I'm going to use the let keyword, and if you remember, this is how we create variables in JavaScript. So I'm going to do let car equal, and to create an object, we use these curly braces, okay, and that tells JavaScript that this is an object. Now notice we get undefined, so that's fine because this line right here is not an expression, right? It's an assignment statement that doesn't return anything. But I can see that I actually, in fact, have a car. And notice it's just empty. It doesn't have any information. So how do I add information to my car? So I can say car dot name equal, let's say it's just my car. So what we've done here is we use the dot. Notice we use the car dot. So that's how we attach, right, information or attach data to the object. And notice if I do car now like this, notice down this object has name is set to my car. So basically you can think of an object as a collection of key value pairs really. So the key here, we have one key value pair and the key is name and the value is my car. So there's no restrictions on what the value can be, right? It can be a string, it can be a number, it can be an array, it can be, another object that has other things in it. So there's really no rules to what you can do here. So I can do, for example, car.make equal Honda and car.model equal Accord. And let's see our car. So notice now we have three key value pairs, right? So we have the make, model, and the name. So let's add the year, which is a number. And we'll say it's 2007. And let me print the car. And now you're going to see that we have four key value pairs, or four properties. So make, model, name, and year. So now to retrieve a property from our object, I can simply do car.name, let's say, right? And now that gives me my car. So I can use the dot notation both as a setter and as a getter. So I can get information that I already set before, or I can set new data like we did in car.year, for example. So now let's see how we attach an array to our car object. So suppose I have, this car had multiple accidents, so I can do car.accidents equal, so this is an array, and let's say I'm just making just listing the years that accidents happened with the car, so maybe like 2001, 2005. Okay, so notice if I do car, you're gonna see that we have this structure where we have a couple of strings, we have a number, and we have accidents, which is an array. So as you can see, an object provides us with kind of a group, right? It groups related data or information, and it's very easy to use. All we have to do is use the dot syntax or notation to either get or set properties. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos every single day.